All right, good morning, all. Oh, wait. So today what we're doing is we're going to go over our plan for next week. But first, before we do that, we're going to go over the plan, and then you guys have to watch a few videos on coming back to school. So let's just go ahead and get started on those. So I put basically a module at the beginning I just opened up that says return to school. We're going to go through this, and then we have to go through the videos as well. So let me move this down here. Okay, so just to start, when you guys first come back, there will be assigned seats. So basically what I did was I got the list of everyone who's returning, and you guys will be spaced out in the classroom. When you first come into the building, they will kind of direct you on, there's directional paths to go down the hallway. So it's just like on the street, if you're walking, you stay to the right side, you don't cross the line, don't touch anything. Bring your laptop with you. So everyone has a laptop. We all know that everyone has a laptop. All the work you will be doing in these classes will be on your laptop. You will not turn in a physical assignment to me. Everything's going to be on Canvas. We won't share books. We don't really share anything. So the toolkits, we have extra toolkits at school as well. And we'll get into that. Well, we can get into that now. So what's going to happen is when you first come into class, if your first period, you'll bring your breakfast with you. We will have sanitation there, which means I'll have spray bottles and one-time use wipes and anything to clean up your area. So you'll eat, you have to get up, throw your trash away, and at that time, when you get in there, that's the only time you're allowed to take off your mask. You must have a mask on to enter the classroom. You'll eat with your mask off, clean up your stuff, put your mask on, get up, walk to the trash can, throw your stuff away, grab your sanitation, clean up your area, throw that away, and then wait for the next task. For people coming into school after first period, plus first period, you mainly, the days you're going to be in there, we're not going to be doing a lot of lecture. You'll keep your stuff in the lecture area, and then we're going to go into the lab. The lab has 6 demonstration kitchens in it, or actual kitchens for you guys, and then I have a demonstration kitchen up front. So what will happen is whoever's cooking at that moment, you'll be using the stove, and other people, you'll have to stay 6 feet away. And there's stickers on the floor too to follow. And for prepping, like the first couple days, we're just going to do knife skills. So you guys would watch me do the knife skill. And I'll probably have a video of it so you can see it on the screen so you guys don't have to get too close to each other. And then we'll set up stations. So there's plenty of room. So one person might be over, and I'll tell you guys where to go. One person might be on this counter over here. You'll have to clean and sanitize that and use that as your work area. Another person will be, a few feet away at another counter. And we'll go over all this. But the equipment you touch, everything that's in there right now is clean. So what will happen is you have a 2-bay sink in your area with soap, sanitizer in it, okay? You'll have to set up your sink with soap, sanitizer, and then there's a drying rack. And once you get done with your stuff, I'll go over the protocol of like how we're going to set up real quick, because when you guys come in, it's going to be really fast, okay? We're going to go over what we're doing. You're going to go set up your station. You're going to grab your product. You're going to get it ready. You're going to put it away. And then you're going to have to clean up your station and sanitize it for the next group that's coming in, because there's 6 classes all day. And as far as the equipment goes, it'll probably be more of, instead of everybody sharing everything, you'll keep your equipment on the drying rack, like in your little kitchen, okay? That's why we have the totes too. So once you're done cleaning your stuff, you just put it away. So that's how it's going to go in our room. And I pretty much will spend most of my time cleaning, just because we have to clean up the door handle, we have to wash the doorknobs, all that stuff, because we have coolers, but you have to open the door. Okay, so masks are definitely required. Even in the kitchen, you have to wear a mask. When we're going to taste food, that's a different story. We'll probably have disposable. I mean, I usually get disposable spoons, or we'll have sets of spoons sitting there so you can taste your product. After it's cooked, you can go back to your desk, and once everything's cleaned, and then eat your product. That's pretty much how it's going to work. So it's not keep open your mask and keep trying things all day. And then social distancing is required. We have an entry door and an exit door. So, okay. So here's the YouTube videos. There's about 5 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on these so you guys can see. All right, here's the one from my boss that she wanted everyone to see.
My name is Sean Wright Browner, and I am the director of J. Everett Light Career Center. Our 2021 theme is #BeKind2020. J. Everett Light Career Center is located at 1901 East 86th Street, behind North Central High School. We want to share some important information as we prepare for in-person learning. As you can see, we have a multitude of protocol informational signs posted inside and out the building. These examples are just a few of the items that we have in place to explain and support how we will adhere to required guidelines, such as staying 6 feet apart, making sure you enter and exit through appropriate doors, wearing your face mask at all times, staying 6 feet apart, and making sure that you take advantage of our hand sanitizing stations that will be located throughout the building. Transportation by personal vehicle is highly recommended. Parents and guardians are encouraged to transport students to and from school whenever possible, with a pickup of no later than 15 minutes after the end of the school day. All students must enter through door 1 on the north side of the school. Student drivers are required to park in the south lot, walk along the east sidewalk, and enter through door 1. The student will also be required to follow all the directional paths that we have in place. Everyone is required to adhere to all directions. All buses will be disinfected between each drop-off and pickup of students. The break room will be closed until further notice. Students will use water stations for cup or water bottle refills. Water fountain spouts will be closed. Staff and students will be encouraged to bring their own water bottles and snacks from home. Students will be expected to be moving in the hallways and not stopping to talk to others during passing periods, and to prevent gathering and to social distance as much as possible. Faculty and staff will be on duty to keep student traffic moving. Generally speaking, social distancing is 3 to 6 feet apart, and we will be implementing that whenever possible. And face coverings will be required. They will be put in place for staff and students. Additionally, shared materials will be minimized, and extra opportunities for hand washing will be scheduled. Also, all classrooms and common areas will have a sanitation station set up that will include, but not limited to, disposable face masks, a bottle of hand sanitizers, and spray bottles and cleaning wipes for cleaning hard surfaces in high-touch areas. Remember that hand sanitizing will not be used in place of hand washing. Students will be required to wear clean and appropriate school attire as outlined in the student handbook. Disposable and professionally clean coverings will be available for some programs. Students will have to carry all of their belongings in their backpacks because they will not be assigned or will have access to hall lockers. We hope we have a great start of an in-person journey. For more information, you can go to www.jelcc.com. Stay.
All right, so there's the first one. And our building is pretty much set up like every other building. The only thing with ours is we are all hands-on, as far as the classes go. So, I mean, you have like dental careers and all these other ones where they have to actually touch other people. So they have to follow a lot more protocols. Okay, this is this one's actually, this is a video a school system made that was pretty good. So I'm going to play this one for you too, that was included in our package.
Yeah, no, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. So you want to know what's different? We all
Sanitize, space and sanitize. Sanitize, space and sanitize. Wash your hands, gotta wash your hands. Symptoms check, not around your neck. Mask on, get that mask on. Mask on, making glasses fog. Sanitize, space and sanitize. Symptoms check, not around your neck. Welcome back, Air 5 to my gang. Out of summer, lots of things have changed. So listen up, some things may sound strange. Like stay to the right, my hallway's got 2 lanes. PE class, no need to bring more clothes. To keep you safe, our locker rooms are closed. Band class, right now you can't play. Cause when you blow, your air droplets can spray. Choir class, right now you can't sing. But don't you worry, we still have hope for the spring. Classrooms may look a little different. Cause everywhere, maintaining social distance. Sanitize, space and sanitize. Sanitize, space and sanitize. Wash your hands, gotta wash your hands. Symptoms check, not around your neck. Mask on, get that mask on. Mask on, making glasses fall. Sanitize, space and sanitize. Symptoms check, not around your neck.
Has anything changed at lunch? Yeah.
2 lines on tray, you eat no tray. Recess, no play, exit 1 way. You go your way, we clean, we spray. 6 lunches all day. Woo! Restroom breaks, no need to have a pass. Cause every hour, you go with your class. Stay at home if you got a cough. Bring water bottles though, cause drinking bounce are off. If you're sick, 3 days with no fever. Come on, you can do it. Protect students and teachers. Now we know what's escape. So let's just pray we make it to fall break. Sanitize, space and sanitize. Sanitize, space and sanitize. Wash your hands, gotta wash your hands. Symptoms check, not around your neck. Mask on, get that mask on. Mask on, making glasses fall. Sanitize, space and sanitize. Symptoms check, not around your neck. Welcome back, Battleground. Go Tomahawks.
I thought that was a good one. So here's another one that the CDC has sent out that schools need to pay attention to. This is about washing your hands, how to do it properly. Our class, you have to wash your hands a lot anyway because you're going to be touching food. Oh, wow, here's one, Schools for Tools. That's an hour long, but I'm not going to make you watch that.
You need to know about hand washing. Why should I use soap and water to wash my hands? Germs can get on your hands and items you touch throughout the day. When your hands might be dirty, it's best to wash with soap and water to remove whatever germs and chemicals are on them. Warm or cold water, either is fine, as long as it's clean. Bar soap or liquid, either is fine. Does the soap have to be antibacterial to work? No, plain soap and water work just as well. What if I don't have soap, but I have access to water? Using soap to wash hands is more effective than using water alone. But if water is all you have, rub your hands together under it and wipe off with a clean towel or air dry. When hands aren't visibly dirty, you can use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. How long do I need to scrub when washing my hands? Scrubbing your hands for at least 20 seconds is most effective. Do I have to clean under my fingernails? Yes. Germs like to hide under fingernails. Make sure to clean there too. Towel or air dry? Either is fine, but if you're using a towel, make sure it's clean. Should I use a paper towel to turn off the faucet or open the door of a public bathroom? There isn't much scientific evidence about this. If you're concerned about getting germs on your hands after you wash them, you can use a paper towel to
So with that part, there might not be scientific evidence, but anybody who's been in a public bathroom, you know that there are people that go in there and don't wash their hands and walk right out. Okay. I've seen it a million times. You probably have too. So if that person uses the facility, doesn't wash their hands, and they go and grab that doorknob, yes, you could, maybe their little science part didn't do that, but for your safety, I would make sure you use a paper towel.
Turn off the faucet or open door handles. What if I don't have soap or water to wash my hands? If soap and water aren't available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Alcohol-based hand sanitizers can quickly kill most types of germs on the hands, but may not kill certain bacteria and viruses that cause diarrhea. You should wash your hands before eating or after using the restroom. Protect yourself and others by washing your hands with soap and water. Learn more about the magic of hand washing. Visit.
Yeah. So with washing your hands, we do a lot of this in our class anyway. We'll go over it a lot in the classroom just because it's not even like the beginning of the year when we talked about pathogens. It's not even, this is pre-COVID. Like you still have to wash your hands a lot because if you're touching, like this next week, we're going to touch carrots. Carrots grow in the ground. So anything that is in that dirt, could be on the carrot. So like I said before, even before COVID, this is very important to wash your hands. Okay, this one is a checklist for, when planning for in-person classes. We'll go through some of these when you get there too. Basically what this is saying is if you have any signs or symptoms of a cough, cold, fever, anything like that, they want you to stay home, okay? Because it's, you're not a doctor. You're not sure what you might have. So don't even come in the building. Because if we hear that people have signs and symptoms of any sort of, of COVID, we send you up front to the office. They have an isolation room. They will test you, or they'll take your temperature, and they'll probably have somebody come get you. So as far as masks go, you have to have, which I have a video on that too, you have to have one that covers your nose and mouth. You have to wear it at all times. No, the face shield, I believe, is not an option. Like you have to have some cloth covering over your nose and mouth. All right. So here's some things. Fit snugly, comfortable against the side of face, completely cover the nose and mouth, secured with ties or ear loops, include multiple layers of fabric, allow for breathing without restriction, can be washed and machine dried. That's an option. One thing you're not allowed to have are those respirator ones for like construction use that allows your air out, but no air in, because that's kind of not helping everybody else around you. All right. So I think that all of them. I thought there was one with an actual video of how to wear the mask. So here it is.
Here's how you can make your own face covering in a few easy steps with items you can find around the house, like an old scarf, a bandana or a hand towel, or you can make a face covering out of an old t-shirt. Fold it to the middle from the bottom, fold it to the middle from the top, fold it again to the middle from the bottom, and again from the top, and then 2 rubber bands, one on one side and one on the other side. Then you fold either side to the middle, and you have yourself cloth face covering. It's that easy.
Okay. That's one. And then I have pictures. Once you get to school, I'll show you. There's a lot of pictures and posters up right now of what acceptable masks are. If you have a question, you can just send it to me and show me what you have. Maybe put the mask on, during class if you want, and I'll tell you if that's cool or not. We will be disciplining people. If people take the masks off, if they keep doing it repeatedly, if you don't wear your mask, we'll send you up to the office. We'll have to write you up. It's that important. Okay. And right now, since we're doing everything online too, it's like if people, if you don't think you can handle wearing a mask all day, I think there's a way you could probably still stay home and not come back to school. So don't make it an issue. So as far as class goes, my plan for you guys, let's go. My plan for you guys is in-person learning. Mondays will be lecture over whatever subject we're doing. So that's going to be kind of broken up into more of the culinary, like the schedule I have lined out, like we just finished vegetables. We'll probably start one on potatoes and grains. And with the cooking part of that, we're going to do some catch up with the cooking. So the first couple weeks, like this next week, what we're going to do is we're going to learn cutting or dicing, knife skills. And we're going to cut celery, onion, and carrots. Okay. What that is for is we're going to make stock with it. So the next lesson might be over soup stocks and sauces. I'll probably go that direction so you guys understand what that is. So all the celery, onion, carrots that everybody dices up, I have chicken bones coming in too, and I'll show you how to make stock. Okay, so basically what you'll be doing if you come in Monday or Tuesday and Wednesday, you'll clean and sanitize your station. I'll probably go around and pass out your product, or I'll have the product sitting up front, and we'll have a video of how to, you guys can watch me. Basically, the kitchen's going to have this large glass mirror, this large mirror over me, and you can watch how I do this from your station. You'll get your product, you'll cut up your carrots, you'll cut up your onions and your celery, you'll put it in a container, and we'll put all that in the refrigerator, okay? And then the following Monday, I'm going to make stock, so you guys can use that. And what'll be with that is I make this stock, strain it, and then we'll have quarts of this fresh stock in the freezer. So in the following weeks when we need stock for our, if we're going to do chicken and noodles one day, you'll have stock ready for that. Okay, so the first week we're going to do dicing. All right, so Monday, like I said, we'll do virtual. I'm going to have 3 virtual lessons on Canvas, just like I've had on here this school year. So everyone will watch the same one Monday, which will probably be live. I have to do a lot of stuff at the school on Monday while you guys aren't there. So it'll probably be a virtual lesson. Tuesday and Wednesday, students who are staying home, you watch the next 2 lessons, okay? And this includes the virtual learners. So the people who are not coming back at all, I want you guys to be on the same schedule. So 3 days a week, you need to use the class time to watch the virtual lessons. 2 days of the week, which could be Thursday and Friday, you're going to actually do these skills at home. Okay, that's what my goal is for you. As far as like videoing it, that'd be nice if you could take a picture, send it to me, something along those lines. Because the students at school, I can walk around and actually see what they're doing. So for first example, next week we'll learn soup stocks and sauces. So like I said, 3 virtual lessons. And then 2 days when the people come in, you're going to do your vegetable cutting. Okay. The following week, we're going to do more dicing. So day 1 will be, you'll learn how to dice a pepper. And then if there's some onions left over, we'll do diced onions. And then we're going to boil pasta. This is this may or may not happen. I don't know the time crunch. It might be me just cooking a bunch of pasta, and then you guys will get your little portions of it because we don't have a very long class. So day 1 will be your cutting. Day 2 will be cooking it. So you'll get in there, saute your peppers and onions, add your pasta, and then I'll probably have like a little bit of cream or something like that. Okay, so it's boom, boom. So day 1, day 2. As far as students at home, I'm ordering enough product for you guys to have some too. So the first week you would come by and get, we're not going to get a ton of stuff. You'll get like a celery or, a clump of celery, an onion, and a carrot or 2. So that way you can go home and practice with your tools. The next week, I'll give you some dry pasta, peppers, onions, cream, and then some shredded cheese. So you can come by. Probably the best day for that, since I want you guys to do your skills on Thursday and Friday, the virtual learners, it'd probably be best if, you could come by Tuesday or Wednesday to get your product. Okay, because Monday is when the product comes in, so I wouldn't be able to get it all portioned out by then. But Tuesday and Wednesday, you guys could come by and get that. Okay, so that's how it's going to work. So virtual learners, stay at homes, you are going to do your online work on Canvas Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm hoping and expecting that you do your culinary portion those 2 days. And then for everyone coming to school, it's going to be the same thing. So if you're the students who are coming Thursday and Friday, those first 3 days you need to do your Canvas. And the last 2 days you'll be with me doing your culinary. Students who are coming Tuesday and Wednesday, Monday you'll do Canvas, Thursday and Friday you will do Canvas. And it's going to be set up exactly how we do it now. Okay, we're going to start out slow, but I am coming up with different things that we're going to cook. Within a couple weeks, with your chicken stock and such, we're going to do like a chicken and noodles. Okay, so I'm going to get chicken in, and I'll probably just get a Reams noodle. So you can saute, you can cut one day, and we'll do a quick soup the next day. As far as baking and stuff goes, we can still do this in a very time crunch type time. What it would be is we'd probably get some stuff pre-made a little bit. So instead of making a pie dough, we would do like a puff pastry. So we could cook on Monday, we could make our filling, let it cool. The next day we'd put it in like a puff pastry, and right when you get there, you just bake it off and then see how to, drizzle some icing or something like that. So I'm coming up with these things that we can do in a 40-minute time period. The way it's going to work, though, as far as you guys coming into the lab, you're not going to have a uniform in there. You just wear your regular clothes. Aprons are being delivered by a company, so you can tell your parents this. They will be fresh, clean aprons. I think. Let me get that, or they're going to be the throwaway plastic ones. You guys will put on an apron, put it right in the laundry at the end of the class. So when you first get there, you want to come in. We're going to have soap and sanitizer set up, which is you saw at the beginning of the year. So it's going to be a bucket of soapy water and then a sanitizer bucket. You're going to clean and wash your station, and then you need to get your stuff, done. So if you want to actually cook your food the following day, you need to get it prepped. So if you're late or if you're not doing what you're supposed to, you just won't cook your food the next day, because if it's not prepped, you're not going to have it to cook. Okay. As far as the cooking food process goes, I'll probably have like washable plates, or we'll put things in like dinner plates, some sort of thing that we can just wash instead of using all the disposables. I don't like throwing stuff away so much. So we'll probably have a bowl, a plate, that kind of thing for your person. So you'll get your product, use it, wash it, put it with your kit. So next time you come in, you can just use your plate and fork and all that stuff. Yeah, I know it's a lot, but it's kind of a work in progress. Please, 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 because this is going to be my first day back too. Just work with me on these things. Don't try to make it difficult, because the more difficult it makes it, the less we get to actually cook. So with that said, there's no lockers available, in our building that you guys could use. So bring everything you need in your bag. I can lock the one classroom so we can leave our stuff in there, or we'll bring our stuff in and put it in the lab with us. So nothing will be left of your personal belongings in the one area. So once you guys get in, clean and sanitize, get your product, get it, whatever you're cooking, get it prepped, cut. You have to clean up behind you. If you can't clean up behind yourself, I will just, give you a smaller task, or you won't be able to cook. Okay, I'll give you something else to do, but you have to be able to clean up behind you. It's very important. So you're gonna say we're doing diced carrots. You're gonna clean up your carrot station, put your product in the cooler, wash and sanitize your cutting board and knife, because you're not sharing these things. That way, there's no cross-contamination. Put it in the drying rack, and then just make sure you clean up the whole area around you. And you expect other people to do this for you too, so you don't get sick. So think about that. Like if you're not cleaning, for someone else might not be doing for you too. So you just want to make sure you're constantly doing it. You'll clean up your area, make sure everything's drying, and then just stay in your station until the bell rings. And then don't get close to anybody. Don't try to run out. Just stay 6 feet apart and exit the classroom. All right. So I know that was long. I was going to do a little bit on cauliflower, which I still might throw in here, but I might wait for this one. Well, we'll throw it in here anyway. There won't be any questions over this. I just want to show this to you guys.
Cauliflower. Now, what's cool about cauliflower is it's low carb and it tastes like a potato. It's very starchy, but it doesn't have the starch in it. With 1.4 grams of fiber, giving you a net carb of 1.2 grams. So 1 cup is like a little over 1 gram of carbohydrate. So it's perfect. Now, there's a couple additional things that are really good about cauliflower that go beyond just being low carb. It has a lot of vitamins, B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B9. That's folate, which is very, very important. It has a lot of vitamins, vitamin E, K1, a lot of minerals, trace minerals, especially manganese, which is good as an antioxidant. And in addition to this, it has some pretty serious phytonutrients. In fact, all the cruciferous vegetables are high in phytonutrients. Now, what are phytonutrients? They mainly act as specialized antioxidants that help in the turning on and turning off of certain genes and the maintenance of your DNA. Now, there's many different ways you can prepare cauliflower. The one that I like is the pizza crust, okay? I'm going to put a link down below on a pizza that is made with cauliflower crust. It's really delicious. You can also get these at the store. Kibosh is a company that sells cauliflower crust. This is what it looks like right here. And they have different crusts as well. They have a spinach pizza crust, pumpkin zucchini crust for like a dessert. How about this one? Chocolate zucchini crust. And then we have our kale pizza crust and just regular cauliflower crust. What's really important when you get a crust is to look on the label and just make sure it has cauliflower in it, because sometimes they'll slip in things like tapioca, starch, or dextrin, and some other things that are not keto friendly. Kibosh is a good company. There's others. You can check them out. I'll put a link down below. And then we have our cauliflower rice, okay? And you can get this at any grocery store now. It's becoming more popular. And it tastes almost identical to rice, which is very starchy, but without the starch. It's all fiber. So this is a really good recipe. I'll put some links down below of some additional things. You can check it out. Now, one thing to remember when you're cooking cauliflower is the more you cook it, the more nutrients you destroy. 3 minutes of boiling equals 10 minutes of steaming. So if you were to steam it for like 5 minutes, you would actually preserve a lot more nutrients than even boiling it for 2 minutes. Now, the best way to preserve your nutrients is just to saute it. And even though you cook it for a long time, you're still getting some nutrients. But one big benefit is it's a low-carb food, and you also get the fiber. And sometimes when I go to certain restaurants, I will find that they will have the entire head of the cauliflower roasted with cheese on the menu. And I'll order it, and I'll pretty much eat the whole thing. Anyway, there's a lot of ways to prepare cauliflower. I'm going to put some links down below. Check it out. It's the ultimate keto food. Thanks for watching.
The reason I just threw this in there is just because cauliflower is one of the last things I want to show you guys. Pumpkin was one too. We'll probably just do something with pumpkins when we get back to school, or I'll keep including that. Maybe we'll do like a vegetable of the week or a food of the week. So if there's a food you can ask, we might do that. Let me put that on my little list. If there's something you guys want to learn about, let me know and we'll include that. I did get some more produce in. I got some greens I was going to show you guys how to cook and a couple other things. But cauliflower is one of those, if you know anybody who's diabetic or trying not to eat as many carbs just because they put sugar in everything now, it's just hidden everywhere. Cauliflower is a good replacement for your, like you said, pizza crust and filler type stuff. Okay, so that is it for today. I know that was quite a lot. I am going to have a few questions on there just to make sure you guys watch my video. So that is what I have for you. If you have questions after you watch this, please let me know. And otherwise, I will see you guys Monday.